Lucas's story. Thank you. It's good to be here. It means by 12, I was furniture. Mom was gone. Not dead, just gone. Vanished into her own struggles. Dad checked out, present in body but a ghost in every way that mattered. I lived in the spaces between. Couches, basements, a car once for 2 weeks when he forgot to pay the rent. You learn to be quiet. To disappear into wallpaper, hunger. It stops being a sensation and becomes a familiar animal. Perpetually curled in your gut. You learn its moods. The world becomes a series of closed doors. You're not a kid. You're a problem waiting to be solved, or more often, ignored. You don't survive. Not in the sense of living. You adapt. You mutate. I adapted by getting hard. By making myself stone. By 13, the street became my parish. I fell in with a crew. They were the only ones who acknowledged I existed. Who gave me a name other than, hey, you? Even if that name was Runner. Even if it was just to use me. But being used felt like being needed. It was a toxic kind of belonging. But it was the only kind I knew. Whatever kept the machine running. Small things at first. Hold packages that felt too heavy for their size. Carry messages whispered in corners. Watch for cops, for rivals. Developing a sixth sense for tension. Later, I held a gun. You tell yourself it's power. That this piece of molded metal makes you someone. But it's not power. It's just weight. A cold, heavy weight that drags your soul down into a place it wasn't meant to go. It's a promise of consequences you're too young to fully understand. Yes, not to kill. To threaten. To settle disputes that weren't even mine. It's a sound you don't forget. The bang, so much louder than in the movies, that seems to tear the air itself. Then the silence after, which is even louder. And then the screaming inside your own head that never, ever makes a sound. That's the scream that stays with you. You look at the face of the person staring down the barrel, and you see your own terror reflected back. You're not a tough guy. You're just a boy playing with a tool of ultimate despair. It hollows you out. Stupidity. Desperation. A deal gone wrong in an alley behind a burnt-out diner. The stink of garbage and failure. I was 17, but I felt 100 years old. Tried as an adult. The courtroom felt like a stage, and I was playing a part written for me, the menacing, irredeemable thug. The judge looked down, his voice devoid of warmth, and said I was a danger to society. At the time, I hated him. I seethed. Looking back, he wasn't wrong. I was a danger. I was a walking wound, lashing out at everything.